Hey everyone, this is Daniel from PhoneArena with the LG Optimus 4X HD. It is the new flagship from LG and was the first phone announced with a Tegra 3 quad-core chip. The HD1X beat it to market, but it was the first announced with 4 cores. And it also has the full monty. Besides Tegra 3, it has a 4.7-inch True HD display fit in a very compact body, and it also has the latest Android ICS right out of the box. The LG Optimus 4X HD lies pretty well in the hand for a slab with a 4.7-inch screen, thanks to the very narrow side bezel, as you can see, and the compact chassis. In fact, it is as thin and light as the polycarbonate HC1X with its same size screen, but it's shorter and less wide, making it more suited for one-handed operation. And this especially helps with typing with one hand. The same goes if we size it with the Galaxy S3, which is only marginally thinner, but much taller and wider. Such a compact design is a commendable achievement on LG's part, especially considering that the 4X HD has a slot that will take your existing regular SIM card, and you can easily expand its memory via microSD or swap the battery with a recharged one if needed. It doesn't look as slick as the competing 1X or the Galaxy S3 at first glance because of the plain rectangular shape here at the front, but it does have two chrome-like side trims, which infuse some excitement in the design and make it easier to grab it from a table. The patterned back cover has slightly tapered edges, making the phone comfy to hold. Moreover, the sides are also patterned with these prism shape, helping your grip, and the corners are slightly bumped, bringing a bit of an understated elegance to the whole exterior. Yet when you look at the handset at the front here, without the futuristic capacitive touch keys underneath the screen being lit up, the LG Optimus 4X HD is simply a rectangular slab. The lock power key here at the top is very easy to feel and press, but the thin volume rocker here on the left hand side, which is in the chassis color as well, takes some getting used to for the sake of looking stylish. There is no protective flap or a slider over the MHL port here at the bottom, taking one extra movement out from the procedure of plugging a cable in. LG makes some of the best mobile screens around, and the 4.7-incher on the Optimus 4X HD is no exception. It's an IPS LCD unit with 1280 by 720 pixels of resolution, good viewing angles, and eye-pleasing colors. Outside visibility is above average too, if you rev up brightness to the max when battling direct sunlight. Unfortunately, automatic brightness only works from a baseline scenario. You have to set a percentage and the phone will go up and down via the light sensor from this preset percentage. So if you set it at 0, for example, it will never go up to the max when it's sunny outside. And of course, if you set it at 100%, it will be a drain on the battery. If you put it in the middle, it will still be too bright when reading during the night, for example. So hopefully LG will pay attention to that in a software update. The display is also a True HD display, as LG categorizes its high-def screens with a regular RGB pixel matrix to set them apart from the Pentile AMOLED displays Samsung uses. With 313 ppi pixel density, text appears crisp and HD media is a joy to watch. This is LG Optimus 3.0, the user interface that comes with LG's Android handsets with Ice Cream Sandwich. Thankfully, Optimus 3.0 hasn't got the simple functionality of the Android Ice Cream Sandwich interface much. Just replace the stock icons with LG iconography to make the UI stand out and added a few widgets of its own. Speaking of widgets, this Yahoo branded weather one that LG Plus puts by default hasn't received any design updates, and it's still as crude and rectangular as ever, taking points off the interface appearance. That's a minor quibble though. You can always get a slicker one or replace the default launcher altogether with something prettier. More annoying is the lack of arrangement settings here in the main menu. There's no way to arrange the icons alphabetically or by most used ones. You can just condense the size, so 30 of them fit on the screen on one page instead of 20. And that's about it. If you want to arrange them alphabetically or by the most used ones, you have to do it manually. Or, of course, hit the Play Store for another launcher. There aren't many new widgets, just the usual LG Smart World, Weather, Social, Today Plus, and so on. You can now unlock the phone by dragging anywhere on the display, and the phone will show the underlying home screen in the meantime. The 4 shortcuts at the bottom of the lock screen can take you into any apps you please. They can be customized as well. You can go straight into the camera from the lock screen, visit the dialer, and as you can see, the lock screen is pretty rich with information. These clocks, calendar, and date can also be customized. Android 4.0 comes with a nice on-screen keyboard, but in this phone, LG has somehow managed to make it even better. It has put the brakes on the overzealous stock text prediction and has cramped the suggestions line a bit here, so you're not utterly annoyed when typing. Moreover, since the phone is narrow enough, one-handed typing is easier than on most other big screen Androids. There are a couple of new features worth mentioning here in LG Optimus 3.0, like the quick memo function, which has a toggle in the notification bar and allows you to draw something, doodle straight on the current screen. You can of course choose different brushes and colors. You can erase something if you don't like it. You can share the note directly from the current screen and save it in the gallery right from here as well. And the next time you come back, toggling quick memo here from the notification bar, you have this crude note as a reminder for shopping lists, addresses, something you thought of quickly. A pretty handy application. We've got 4 cores humming along at 1.5 gigahertz and a 5th companion core that kicks in for the mundane tasks like standby or music playback. That's the 4+1 architecture of NVIDIA's Tegra 3 processor. The chip powers the LG Optimus 4X HD pretty well. There's no lagging or hiccups, plus you get to play the specially optimized for this silicon games from Tegra Zone, like Shadowgun, which is pre-installed here. The handset sports the usual 1 GB of RAM and is loaded with 12 GB of user-accessible internal memory, 16 GB in total, plus a microSD slot for storage expansion, which supports cards up to 64 GB. The browser is very smooth, no hiccups while pinching, scrolling, panning around, tapping. There's text reflow, there's Adobe Flash support, of course, so you'll be able to enjoy the internet in its full glory. You can save pages for offline reading, and there's this pull-up menu here when you hold the center button with your finger and tilt the phone up and down, back and forth. The page zooms in and out. But this gesture is just to skip it to be used on a regular basis. As far as connectivity goes, the handset is loaded with 21 megabits per second HDS-DPA radio, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.0, a GPS, FM radio, and DONA, managed by this Smart Share app here. You can stream multimedia to your DLNA-enabled TV, home stereo, or your computer. There's also NFC, and the chip is in the back cover, managed by the LG Tag Plus here. 3 of those smart tags are supplied in the box: car mode, sleep mode, and office mode, and they put your phone in different states. Depending on the tag you touch the back of the phone onto. There's this media app that combines your photos, music, and videos in a central hub with this pretty interface, so you can access all your multimedia from here. Pretty neat. Music playback is aided by the Dolby Mobile sound mode, which can kick in when you insert in-ear headsets. This music player is almost stock. It categorizes the songs by albums, artists, playlists. You can arrange them in folders. And also there are a couple of audio modes, which again kick in when the headsets are plugged in. The loudspeaker is of average strength and output quality, sounding a bit flat. Video playback is a very strong feature on the LG Optimus 4X HD. Not only does the phone play everything you throw at it out of the box, including DivX, VAD, and MKV files up to 1080p definition, but the player is also pimped up with the new Mediaplex features, like this side tab here, which allows you to run a live video in the thumbnails that appear here in this list. So you can preview the next video you want to run. Not only that, but you can also zoom in the live video while playing. Pretty cool. You can pan it around even. But that's not all. You can also set the playback speed with the slider here. And there's a frame preview function which allows you to see live the frame that you want to be moving to by moving the slider back and forth. Couple these Mediaplex features with this True HD IPS display, and video playback with this player and phone is one of the more enjoyable experiences you can get on a mobile device. An 8 megapixel back illuminated sensor is the minimum we've come to expect from flagship phones these days, and that's exactly what's provided on the LG Optimus 4X HD. Apart from the usual zero shutter lag, continuous shot, and panorama mode, which we've come to expect with Android ice cream sandwich handsets, there's also the HDR mode, which combines different exposures on the same scene to help you with tricky lighting situations. But LG didn't stop here. It added the time machine mode, which pre-captures frames, so you won't miss an important moment with your kid, your pet, or at a sports event. You can then choose which of the pre-captured frames to keep and check the rest. The same goes for the continuous shot mode. You can choose which one to keep. Another addition in the camera department is the ability to make backgrounds on your videos, like disco in space. Of course, it's the Android robot here, sunset. Or make silly faces, which is a great feature to taunt your buddies with after a binge drinking night. Small mouth, big nose, small eyes, squeezed face. These promise loads of fun with the LG Optimus 4X HD. The pictures themselves turned out decent for the most part, with colors a tad on the saturated side, a pretty good amount of detail and acceptable levels of sharpness and contrast. The focus is what's finicky though, both in pictures and in videos, so you'll find yourself tapping on the object of interest to get a good look, more often than you should. Once you get the focus lock right, sometimes the phone decides to change the exposure mid-flight, so you're forced to take 2 or 3 shots before you get satisfactory results. It is especially hard to get a good macro since there is no dedicated macro focus mode, and you have to keep tapping until the background gets blurred for the sake of the nearby object, then pray the exposure doesn't get botched. Indoor shots came out clear enough without funky white balance issues or excessive noise, even as we dimmed the lighting. The LED flash could be stronger though, as it didn't illuminate well from the 3 feet distance we used. The focus loss that sometimes plagues the photos is also evident while capturing video and blurs it for a split second every now and then. The 1080p footage is otherwise sharp and detailed, with vivid colors and smooth 30 frames per second capture. Overall, the camera module is not much of an advancement in terms of hardware before the LG Optimus LT, for example, if at all, but the new Android ICS and LG's additional camera features make it work well, save for the fiddly focus. The LG Optimus 4X HD is undoubtedly the best Android smartphone that the company has produced to date. It covers the geeky ground with a quad-core chip, large and vivid HD display, and the latest Android 4.0 out of the box. The design is simple and pleasant, with a few welcome twists that make the phone a looker, from these chrome-like side trims to the prismatic shaped sides and the tapered edges of the back cover, making it easier to hold. The handset is more compact than its main rivals this Android season, despite being cramped with the same high-end innards, making it easier to operate with one hand. The only complaints are its preset screen brightness management and the funky camera focus, so hopefully these will be addressed. The new LG Optimus 3.0 UI is an improvement over its predecessor, with a number of new features like quick memo here, for example, which lets you doodle directly on the current screen. We also have video playback vastly improved with the new Mediaplex features like live video zoom, and the camera module has been given new abilities like the time machine pre-capture. Nothing groundbreaking, but coupled with the light and quick ICS, the overlay feels sufficiently enhanced. Whether or not LG's best Android effort to date succeeds will be the market's decision, as it stands against some pretty hefty opposition. The HTC One X has very similar components, but more stylish unibody design, yet always for the sake of expandability, as it has a sealed battery compartment and no memory card slot. The Samsung Galaxy S3 also sports powerful silicone, but is with a more distinctive design and a slightly larger Super AMOLED HD display, not to mention the better camera. Yet the LG Optimus 4X HD offers the most flexibility out of the 3 flagships in this price range, with its regular SIM card slot, removable battery, and expandable memory. So if that's your thing, it's an easy pick. This was a video review of the LG Optimus 4X HD by PhoneArena. For more information about this and other handsets, you can visit us at phonearena.com. Thanks for watching.